Alright, I got another video. This is the Naruto video, alright? Ranking the most powerful Hokages in Naruto. The Hokages, that's the Fire Shadow. That is the one that rules over the Konoha, the Hidden Leaf Village. Has like the strongest ninja and protects everybody in the village. Knows the most jutsu and is the strongest ninja. Alright, so at number 7 I have Tsunade, the Slug Princess. That is, a girl who knows how to use medical ninjutsu, Konoichi. She's the best at medical ninjutsu. Um, you know, yeah. Maybe Kabuto's better, but as far as the Hokages go, she is like one of the best at the medical side of things. And then her physical strength is also pretty great. She has decent taijutsu, medical ninjutsu, and taijutsu is what she has. She's trained other ninjas. She's one of the legendary Sanin. Her sensei was the third Hokage, so she had that, and she was also the granddaughter of the first Hokage, and she became the fifth Hokage. She became the fifth Hokage after, the third Hokage died. But yeah, she's at number 7. At number 6, I got Hiruzen, her sensei. That is the third Hokage. He had the longest tenure of Hokage. That was, 50 years. He became Hokage after the second Hokage was they were getting ambushed by people from the hidden cloud village. And he had to, go hold down against these foes because everybody else was too weak. And then Hiruzen was, the only one who, showed that he had the courage to stand up and be like, I could be a distraction and, get everybody else to, safe, he can get everybody else to safety, the second Hokage. But the second Hokage was like, no, you get to be the Hokage now because you showed that you wanted to stand up and, hold down. So then he held down for 50 years. He held down against the Nine Tails during the Nine Tails attack. And he also was the Hokage during all of the, 3 wars in Naruto. He was Hokage so long, he, changed, he became an old man and shit. He had, students, and his students had students, and, he was known as the professor of, jutsu. He knew how to use, all 5 natures of jutsu. Lightning, wind, fire, water, and earth. All those, jutsu natures. Normal, jutsus. And he also knew the deep Reaper Death Seal, which sealed a soul inside of a spirit, the Reaper. That's a move that only 2 Hokages know how to use. Him and the fourth. But he is not Kakashi, who I have at number 5. Kakashi, unlike Hiruzen, though, Kakashi was a prodigy. So what does that mean? That means he was able to use jutsu and be on par with the adults at a young age. They were like, okay, this boy has some promise. He's gonna be something one day. This is Kakashi. He's the son of Sakamo Hatake, a ninja who was great and he did his job right. But then he didn't do his job right and he killed himself. And then Kakashi was like, I'm not ever gonna not follow the rules, the code of ninja. If I'm on a mission, I'm gonna complete the mission no matter what. If somebody is slow and can't do the mission, they're the ones fucking up, not me. I'm doing the best I'm doing. I'm gonna be the best ninja. I'm gonna outdo everybody, and he did. He outdid everybody in this class. He rose to Jonin at age 13, 12, something like that. He was the same rank as his sensei, which was the 4th Hokage. But he was a little inexperienced, and then he became an Anbu member. He was in the Anbu Black Ops for a little bit after after Obito and Rin died. That's what he did. And then after that, he became Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura's sensei. And then all that shit happened in Naruto with the war and other things. He had the Sharingan and other stuff, but then when he became Hokage, he didn't have that anymore. But he was still Hokage for 10 years. And he had all the jutsus that he fucking previously had, besides the Kamui and other things that the Sharingan, specifically Obito's Sharingan in Mangekyu state, allowed him to have. But all the other jutsus he copied and shit were still a part of him. It never left him, and so... So, at number 4, I got Tobirama. That is the second Hokage. The second Hokage was the brother of the first Hokage, and he was a water jutsu user. He used water jutsu, and he could summon a whole bunch of water, like probably more than Kisame too. He was first seen as a reanimated shinobi because Orochimaru brought him back to life to fuck with Hiruzen during the fight, because he was actually Hiruzen sensei too. And he was holding down well. He had jutsus too. He was the creator of the reanimation jutsu, the one that brings people back to life as zombies that are like immortal zombies. Only if you defeat the caster does that jutsu not last. But he was able to. He had that technique, and he also had the flying Raijin technique. That also got both of his jutsus went on to be jutsus that were used by other ninjas. He created jutsus that were used by others too, and he held down in the village for some time, but not as long as other shinobi. During his time, he was doing shit with the Uchiha, trying to make sure that another Madara Uchiha incident didn't happen. So he distanced the Uchiha and kept close eye on them. Made the Uchiha police force, they had to do shit over there. The Leaf was over here. Everybody else was doing stuff, but he still worked with some Uchiha. One of his students was an Uchiha, which was Shisui's father, Kagame Uchiha. People didn't know about that. But he still ain't better than the fourth Hokage. That's Minato. That's Naruto's daddy and stuff. Now, Minato was also a prodigy as well. And he was, passing classes with flying colors and other stuff. Cool. And he was cool. Fast. His name was the Yellow Flash. During the wartime, during the Third Great Ninja War, he had to leave Kakashi and be you're a Jonin now, like me. I'm more experienced. They need me at a battlefront. And they sent him to the battlefront, and they were we have Minato on our side. He'll hold down in a fight against, the Stone Village. And he was able to do that shit by himself. All these, accolades. And then, he knew of the Rasengan because of his sensei, Jiraiya. And he actually taught that to Jiraiya. My bad. But Jiraiya was his sensei, so he had a good teacher to lead him the right way and other things. Nothing's known about his clan or anything. The previous mentions were all related to Senju blood, and besides, and Hiruzen was Sarutobi clan. And Kakashi was Hatake clan. And his clan's not known about too much either. But Minato was still a beast. And he was he died when he was 24, 25 years old because he was defending his wife and his son. Mostly his son though. And when the Nine Tails attacked, because Obito was, on his timing and shit, he was done. He wanted to do some things, fuck shit up, and then Minato still stopped him though. And Obito was a better ninja or whatever with his skills, and he was still like standing on business. And then during the war, he also, as a reanimated shinobi, he showed like some promise too in using the Nine Tails chakra. He used the Reaper Death Seal to seal the Nine Tails inside of him. He stored some of his chakra inside of his own son. He showed intellect too. Very smart ninja too. Strong, powerful. Rasengan, Yellow Flash Rasengan. Flying Rajin Jutsu. Yeah. Now, Hashirama Senju's at number 2. I could have put him below, but I put him above him because, for one, Hashirama had a better Sage mode. What I'm saying is, he had better control of his Sage mode than Minato, and he also had a better healing factor. Hashirama lived for a long time, long enough to see Tsunade as, a young girl, and that's his granddaughter. And he fought against Madara Uchiha on many occasions, to a standstill and other things. And Madara Uchiha was no fucking joke. He was no pussy, I got him in the fucking Uchiha video that I made before. He had the wood jutsu, which he used water and earth jutsu to fuse together, and he was the one who used wood jutsu a lot. Senju clan leader for a long time. He was the first Hokage. He founded the Leaf with Madara. It was his dream and other things. It was his dream. So that's what he did.
Yours?
Yeah. Alright. So he did that. He created the Leaf. And damn. We were playing with different words. Alright. And that's Hashirama. He had Sage mode. Regeneration, mitotic regeneration. The same shit that Tsunade had, but at a greater degree. He could heal himself and other things. And then he knew, he has the Buddha statue, he has the wood golem, the wood dragon that was used to hold down the Nine Tails. And Nine Tails, controlled by Madara Uchiha with the Susanoo on it. And he was able to cut the Susanoo off of him with that jutsu too. And also defeat Madara at the final valley and other things. And he was cool. He was holding down for a long time like that. And during the war too, he got resurrected. And he was like, the Leaf is still here. We're gonna do our best to save the world now too. And he always had a great, attitude about things and living life too. Most Hokages looked up to him and what he did. He founded the village. The Will of Fire started with him and all that other stuff. Now Naruto is number 1. Naruto, if you watch the series, it's about Naruto. That's the series. That's what it's about. He came from, being a brat that liked to draw on the faces of the other Hokage just to get attention because he had a demon in him and nobody wanted to give him the time of day. Then he worked to get people's attention. Naruto actually didn't love himself, but he knew that he had a dream and he wanted to achieve that dream no matter what, even if people didn't like him. But that's what made people want to gravitate towards him. After they saw Naruto's resolve and Naruto wanting to do shit, they saw that he was all about his shit. They're like, this boy has potential. They saw the Nine Tails power, but then they saw that Naruto was doing things. He was defeating enemies and other shit. He wasn't the strongest when he was younger. He learned from Jiraiya. He learned from Kakashi. He lost some friends along the way, and other things too. He taught people how to change too. Through his actions and through talking. He brought out the best in others, or tried to. and all that, like, and then the Hero of the Hidden Leaf against Pain, and the fight against the Akatsuki in the Fourth Great Ninja War, made him, a good candidate to become Hokage. But he was still all through Naruto, he was a Genin. That's like the lowest level of ninja. He didn't know he didn't do the Chunin exams or none of that shit. So he had to learn Chunin and Jonin levels like everybody else. But then, like 10 years later, after the Great Ninja War, he becomes Hokage, like he said he would. That's our boy Naruto and stuff. He's the white boy of anime and shit. Like, out of the main characters and shit, he's that white boy. That's how I know him and stuff. He's cool. He's just fun, and he is, and he never gives up, and he achieved his dream. And, it's a great story to watch and other things grow. But yeah, he's the best Hokage. Strength, speed, everything's above everybody else's. Maybe not the intelligence for some of them, but he still had enough intelligence to, like, put his job first and other things too. Even so much so that, his son didn't get attention or whatever, or something like that. I don't like Boruto. I don't like eating cost of that shit. Naruto and Naruto Shippuden was where it's at, because, like, Naruto, the next generation, is not even about Naruto too much. It's about his seed. It's about it, kid. But yeah, so that's what it is. That's the list of the ranking of the most powerful Hokages in Naruto. Stay cool, corn on the corner. Hey.